Hello, y'all. I think I introduced the date already, but it's Sunday, January 8th, 2022 at 7:22 a.m. I just got finished uploading another video, but so um it's really bad. It's really bad. I think people telling me to ignore the noise when I have a hypersensitive ear medical condition. I think they really don't understand. They really don't understand. And listen to this. It sounds like um the gang stalking hotel neighbor next door is making a thumping sound. I can hear it, but I don't know if y'all can hear it. And even in the middle of the night, sometime I heard a loud bang or boom or something. So I'm surprised I got a few hours of sleep. I don't remember what time I woke up. It was 6 something, and I had to pee so bad that I ended up getting some pee on myself trying to run to the bathroom, which is right there, with the forced urination and everything like that. So ever since I got in this hotel room, they were doing to me what it sounds like when you turn on a water faucet and then turn it off, and then there's that water drip. But it's not that. It's I think they're it also sounds like as if somebody is knocking a penny or a coin against the wall or the hotel bed headboard. That's what it sounds like. And they were doing that at the extended stay hotel. Now they're doing it here. At the other hotel, they didn't do that. Well, the other 2 hotels I stayed at, they didn't do that. So I don't even know if the hotel front desk agent deliberately put me next to a gang stalking hotel neighbor, because he tried to tell me last night that all he had space for was on the 3rd floor. I try to get the cheapest hotel room possible. If the king and the double cost the same price, then I'll get either. It doesn't really matter. But if the king size costs cheaper than a double bed, then I'll get the king size, but I'll get like non-smoking. But I don't even know if this is king or queen. I really think this is queen size, because king size usually has 4 pillows, not 3. Queen size has 3 pillows. So this bed has 3 pillows, but it said king size bed. So I really don't care to eat their continental breakfast downstairs, because it's trash, but I might as well eat it, because that'll be, the breakfast is included in the hotel stay, so I might as well eat it. And um it would be pointless to eat anywhere else for breakfast. But they have the sugary junk cereal. I damn sure don't like Raisin Bran. Yuck. Raisin Bran or Frosted Flakes, or they'll have oatmeal, or they'll have like they had they'll have the sweet oatmeal. excuse me, or they'll have the instant oatmeal or instant grits, and they have a bunch of pastries, I guess, and granola bars, and they got boiled eggs and yogurt and water and milk and nasty ass apple and orange juice and stuff like that. I think they do have toast bread or something, and I think they might have apples or oranges or bananas or something like that. But so so I mean, I don't even know where to start. I know I have to. I would guess I try to go down to breakfast within the next hour. So I turned off the light to hopefully stretch out and save some storage space on my phone. So I feel like on the verge of tears and really scared because I don't know where to go, where else to go. I don't know if people and the police and the Uber driver was saying that that there are plenty of places around here to be, as a homeless person. Not when you're targeted and being run off from everywhere you try to go. I mean, they used that noise campaign on purpose to run me out of the area. And so, like they always do, so people, when they play, they're narcissistic abusers who want to play God, and then they judge incorrectly. And they don't even care to understand the truth. And me trying to tell the truth, and then everybody trying to force silence and muzzle my voice being heard. Like as if I mean nothing. Like as if my life is worthless trash. So, Richard Terrell, I didn't realize that was him. The guy that was playing the perp in a red shirt that was playing psych games and harassing me and stuff. He came on Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter. He came on YouTube to harass me, make harassing comments yesterday morning. So now the online perps have stepped up their game. They stepped up their game and reporting all the perps in person if I get their license plate like other targeted individuals do, and they tell you to do it. To get the perps license plate, get their face, document everything. So now the online perps have stepped up their game where they're contacting the police and they brag about doing it. They brag about it. And so then they contacted the police, and the police, I don't even know how the online perps were able to contact Richard and all of them to get them to come and harass me online. And so then yesterday, in the middle of the night, after midnight, after like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, Shay Terrell, Richard is Richard Terrell Jr., and then Shay Terrell, I guess a female, came and made harassing comments on my YouTube yesterday evening. And I'm sorry, not yesterday evening. It was after midnight, after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, like after 1 o'clock in the morning, and then 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, Kelly Terrell came to follow me on TikTok to stalk and monitor my every move. So I'm glad there are a few people on YouTube who are supporting me and defending me and have my side and giving me thumbs up and making supportive comments. But guess what? The perps some kind of way are they are censoring and deleting all the supportive comments, but leaving the harassing comments, and hiding the harassing comments, but then leaving them there and making it hard to delete. Making it hard for me to delete and report the harassing comments. But the supportive ones, they're trying to make them disappear. So that's, if y'all support me, that's not me you know, that's not me deleting y'all comments saying, if you say I'm telling the truth, or if you're going to bat for and defending me and stuff like that, that's them. But I'm gonna say this: if you know damn well that you said, I agree with the police on this situation, or those people aren't gang stalking you and they're minding their business, and they're not messing with you, or they're not doing you anything wrong, or you're the one harassing them. If y'all make comments like that, don't be surprised if you are blocked by me. That's a heads up. You're not going to say that the police was right. Now, the police try to say that they were right because they called on me. Now, if the tables were turned and I did call the police on them, they would have still saw me as the problem anyway. If I would have made complaints about them. Now, the first time, the police from Thursday night were partially a little bit on my side. But these police from last night, they were totally on the perp side and made it like as if I didn't have any rights at all. It's like I would have been considered in the wrong no matter who called the police. But how the hell am I supposed to call the police if they're part of the conspiracy? As I said, I have video footage of being harassed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was black people, my own race of people, who were perping and abusing me back. It was after Trisha set me up, and I ended up going back to my hometown, New Orleans, and she tried to sacrifice me and set me up. And then I came back, and every single day people were making death threats at me and stuff like that, And so it was black people who harassed me very bad, and I called the police. And and how come the perps can call 911 on you and have the police over right away, but if I call the police, they'll say that's not an emergency, and they'll try to force me to call the non-emergency police number. I'm not allowed to call 911, and the police will be there in a flash if I was the one who made the complaint. They would take like 3 hours to freaking come. They know what they're fucking doing, and it's exhausting that abusive, narcissistic police officer. See, I'm glad that I didn't back down, and I was bold against him. Me finding out about narcissistic abuse and sociopaths and psychopaths. I don't have expert knowledge, but I learned some stuff, and that also ties in with the gang stalking. Even with fake TI perps, they got narcissistic personalities, exploitative, and turn against and betray you. 2023 is not good so far. I had started off with a bad year. It's the 8th of the month. So it's the 8th of the month, and I still, and it's like the people who were nice to me, they waited till like that fake, retarded, raggedy ass bus driver, who was nice to me, and then she turned against me. The bitch who told me, the other day that she thought I need a social worker, and she is, doesn't even know what the fuck that I really have to go through. So If you think someone is negative or always complaining, the solution is to not be an abusive bully towards them. You're not even trying to do stuff to help me feel better. So, telling me you need a social worker, bitch, you a perp. So, the moment 2023 started, it's like evil, wickedness, abuse, and the gang stalking, everything has ramped the fuck up like so high that I don't think I'm gonna make it by the next week. So that means that I can't go to that spot anymore. That's the third time that I've been ran off or bullied off from that spot. No, you know what? After they ran me off from 532 West Garden Street, then I started to sleep on the other side by the bay. And the man sexually assaulted me, touched me on my ass, and I also dealt with other gang stalking and noise campaign, and them brighten their lights, shining their car lights in my face while I'm trying to sleep, and just all kinds of stuff, and wouldn't let me get peace or anything like that. And then Hurricane Ida happened. I was forced to sleep through fucking Hurricane Ida after fake retarded Miss Samantha smear campaigned and lied on me. And nobody wanted to help me, and I was forced to suffer through Hurricane Ida outside. First time ever in my life having to sleep outside during a fucking hurricane. And then it wasn't until after Hurricane Ida was over, finally somebody pitched in and helped me with the hotel room. And I was being bullied by so-called TIs and perps. Being bullied and ganged up on by the so-called TI community, or they ignored me and didn't want to help me. And just left me hanging, but they'll go to bat for it and defend all the popular fakes. So then, after I got back from the hotel, and then I tried to sleep by the ferry terminal, they called the police on me and ran me off from there. So after that, I had to sleep where I was trying to sleep last night from September of last year. Well, yeah, I think it was September of last year. I don't remember how long I slept over at that spot, but other than them harassing on weekend nights with the noise campaign, which you saw last night, other than that, like Sunday through, I didn't realize it wasn't that long, but I thought it was longer than that I've been sleeping over there. But I guess it was a couple of weeks I slept over there. And then I would end up getting torn up and eaten by ants and mosquitoes and everything. Ants, flies, and mosquitoes. And so, then I got the temp service job with the schools. And I got the temp service job with the schools and was able to be off the streets for 8 months until the situation happened with Trisha. Then I ended up sleeping back over there at that spot because that's all I knew to go to. And the homeless perps were planted there and hijacked my spot and started bullying, harassing, and making death threats at me. And every day for like 3 weeks after the situation with Trisha, well, I'm going to say last year because that was about almost 8 months ago. And after that situation with Trisha, then every day it was a white male to make death threats at me or threats to murder me, threats to kill me and stuff. And the police wouldn't do anything about it. So then um I went to sleep by the bus across the street from the downtown bus terminal, the downtown bus, transfer area. And you did manipulated construction as a way to covertly give me the covert message that, to run me off from there. Then it stormed really bad, and then I went by that that vacant building. It wasn't abandoned, but it was a vacant building. and so and I would only use that as the rainy day sleep spot. Then I started to use it every day. And then they had that when I try to sleep on the backside to get safety from the rain and everything. It was back in July, and they had that demon possessed pretend homeless perp that bullied me and terrorized me. And it was like, damn, I only got to sleep there one night. And then the next night, she planted herself there and tried to pretend to act like a demon-possessed mental patient. And then they had black teenagers who they held me hostage and tried to bully, harass, and threaten me, and then called the police on me and lied on me and said that I was trying to kill that lady or do that lady something. And then eventually, I've been sleeping there ever since. And then next thing you know, Freemason perps bought up the building and moved a business from a different location to over there, when they could have, if I wouldn't have been sleeping there, then that building would still be vacant and abandoned. But that was another covert way to get rid of me. And all of a sudden, now that I don't sleep over there no more, they quit the construction. Can't y'all believe that? They would do construction every morning. Now, they don't do construction over there no more. Since I started sleeping back by that spot by the bay. So, I would need somewhere, where I can hide at night when I gotta go pee. Somewhere close to where I can sleep. And also, I need someplace where I can have shelter overhead. But I don't have anywhere else to go, and I'm not about to sleep in no homeless camp with others, because the harassment would be no better. It would be just as bad. And then the homeless people, they ruthless. They don't give a fuck. They have no issues and no problems with stabbing you. They'll stab you or bust you upside the head with a glass bottle. And they steal your stuff too. They don't care what they steal. And they would call themselves trying to steal as form of revenge and punishment. So, all those people, well, not all of them, some of them, they were way younger than me. So yesterday it seemed like as if the police made my video, the first video, that I had the confrontation with the guy, and they some kind of way supernaturally made that video disappear. And y'all can see it's a fucking bullying campaign where they're ganging up on me and stuff. Because they wouldn't have done that if I weren't downtown. And I bet you once I left, they left. They mission accomplished to succeed at getting rid of me or getting me out of the area. And so, when I was in foster care and being abused, after the police get involved, then the police have a friendly conversation with the fake foster mom. Just like they had friendly conversation with the police last night. The police were 100% on their side and oppressed and abused me and treated me a certain way. Obvious prejudice and racism. And the police try to, bully me, younger than me, and try to bully me and talk to me harsh and threaten me with jail and call me childish and saying acting like I lack common sense and all that. I mean, y'all saw how he talked to me. And so, they're doing that because of me being homeless and a quote-unquote obvious mental patient and being targeted and black and female, and I'm disabled. And they try to make it like as if my hypersensitive ear medical condition is no big issue. If I was there first, now see, if they were there first and they made complaints about me, then I would still have to be the one to leave. But I was there first, and they try to call me childish and just belittling and putting me down. I told him straight up, and the police walked off, and they didn't have anything to say when I called him a Freemason to his face, and told him he was part of the Masonic Masonic Fraternal Order of Police, and that they were in on it too. And then he called me, started spewing out, calling me childish and immature and all that for talking about me, talking about the gang stalking and everything. They try to talk about I'm spewing out nonsense. They know what they're doing. So it's really scary to not know where to go or not have anywhere to go. And then the Uber driver last night, he seemed kind of like as if he had like an attitude and didn't want to hear what I had to say. But then he acted like as if he was on my side. Like if I was telling him what just happened, for me to give him an explanation. And I did not mean that I wasn't even trying to record or film him. I wasn't. But he kind of seemed like a narcissistic abuser, but he didn't seem like he was an actual perp, but he said that he had the same sentiments about police the way I do, but he was like, every time I would say this and say that, and then he'd be like, of course they do. Of course they do. Oh, just ignore them. Oh, and stuff like that, But it seemed like as if he was dreadful and tired and didn't want to hear what I had to say. But if he thought I was weird and crazy, I was explaining to him, I was trying to film and record the perps cheered and rejoiced once I got in the Uber car, like they were proud and glad to get rid of me. And so after I got to the hotel and checked in, and on my way walking to my room, it was a black guy who pretended to be a fake thug, and he was hollering and pretending to be fake mad and talking about him getting in trouble with the police and talking about himself having a Tahoe. Talking about him, and I don't remember all what he said, but I had to whip out my phone and try to catch him on film, but and then the security guard was there to block and monitor every doggone thing, so I couldn't even publicize that, so I couldn't even publicize that. So the police they waited around until right when they left, just before my Uber came. Right when my Uber came, the police pulled off, and then the Uber driver was making that turn. So even though I mean, and I was had to brace myself, and I like, yeah, I bet you the Uber driver gonna be a perp too. But come to find out, he wasn't. But he had a white Ford Fusion though. So but I didn't see any awkward headlights or tail lights or nothing. Everything seemed normal. When he kind of acted like he didn't want to hear it, but he said he was on my side about the sentiments of police being pig. Well, I don't call police pigs, but y'all know I call them the bully fag cops. But he called the police, the pigs, and like everybody called the police pigs and stuff. So the police officers last night were very deserving of the title of the bully fag cops. Like, exactly, and I've been calling them bully fag cops since foster care. So and so last night, it sounded like as if they followed me, that the noise campaign with those loud vehicles, the perps, it sounded like as if they followed me all the way to the hotel, because after I settled in my room, I heard that exact same loud booming vehicle noise. And also I heard they were harassing me with the sirens last night, and I couldn't get that on film either. And then there was this tapping last night. So so I wrote, look in the community tab. Look in the community tab of my YouTube profile, and I wrote 2 blog posts to just put everything together to make a compilation of the videos that accompany the noise campaign and stuff. And and so excuse me, this morning around 6:30 or something, I woke up coughing. I woke up out of my sleep coughing really heavy and choking on hard mucus, and thought I was gonna die. And that hasn't happened in a while. So well, before I got out of the Uber car, the guy told me, well, look on the positive side. At least you get a warm bed to sleep in. I mean, at least you get a bed to sleep in, But yeah, I had to pay over $100 because it's the weekend. And I had to pay over $100 for this freaking hotel room. And also, I had to pay for an Uber ride to get over here. And I had to pay I had to pay for an Uber ride to get over here and pay over $100 for a hotel room. Excuse me. I had to pay over $100 for a hotel room and had to pay for an Uber ride to get over here. And but I was able to get a shower last night, but I was able to get a shower last night, but I had to keep on, like, forced urination, like, had to keep on going emergency to go pee. And I won't be able to get change of clothes until tomorrow. Hold on right quick. I gotta pee right now. So see, I just came back from using the bathroom. See, I just heard the loud bass music. It was from another person, but another perp. I just heard it, So yeah, I have to go back and find it, but I had video footage of them showing off with the loud cars and everything, and the police was right in the midst with one headlight. And I showed blatant video footage of that, and the police didn't care. But how the hell, okay, if we have freedom to film, well, if that's the case, then put all the gang stalkers in jail, and the police, y'all need to put yourselves in jail because y'all harass and perp me. But y'all falsely accuse me of harassment and want me to go to jail when get the online perps who've been stalking and harassing me for a long time, for 3 years. But the online perps, they are working with my local Pensacola police to try to do me in and destroy me. Police officers, they worship themselves. They're Luciferian, Masonic. They don't even pray. They don't even pray for wrongdoers to get right with God. They don't pray for criminals to turn their lives around and get salvation and go to heaven. But I'm not the criminal here. And so I really believe that the online perps manipulated and convinced the brainwashed and manipulated and put stuff in the police officer's head to make them treat me with such abuse. And they feel no shame. And so it's Starbricker and that sex trafficking perp Darnell Williams, M. Kevin Ferrer, and whoever else, the Mission Possible perp, and whoever, and J. Demon Rotten shit, and whoever, Kimberly Harper, and whoever is behind that Menace to Pensacola account, and a few others, all teamed up together and working with the police, and they're like, yeah, let's get. I saw them. I got screenshots of them bragging about, yeah, let's get Candy banned from Pensacola, or Candy's a menace to Pensacola. And so the gang stalking network is instructed to not help targeted individuals or not be any kind of supportive. Why do you think I don't have any family support? And then people warning me against going back to New Orleans, saying that the crime is too bad. They said don't even go back, in New Orleans being a war zone. And see, there's more loud music out there. And I just heard a door slam. Loud dogs barking. So I took a shower last night, and I feel bad to have on the same menstrual bloody, pissy and bloody underwear that I can't get changed until tomorrow or Tuesday. And my pants are pissy and wet too, but I poured alcohol and try to let them dry, since I had to come here on emergency. And so I'm too sleep deprived and tired to even do laundry, plus I'm pressed for time, and I need a quiet place to talk about what the gang stalking that's been going on. So they terrorize and run me from everywhere. They got some websites that they say that the targeted individual is kicked out of society, or that they're run off of the earth, that they try to run the target off of the earth. So for y'all who were supportive of me, thanks for having my back. It's a surprise and a shock. But um, it's crazy. That people can't just fucking leave me alone. Like, they didn't have to do that. Like, why is it so important for y'all to congregate together just to blast super loud music and harass one person and run them out of the area when they lied and said that they're minding their own business and just hanging out? Why couldn't they go over to Wahoo Stadium? Yeah, I've seen them over there too. So and then they act like they delusionally believe that they dominate Palafox Street. Like, they act like that's narcissistic right there, that they delusionally believe that they dominate downtown Pensacola with tormenting and terrorizing and abusing and harassing people with loud music. So y'all can tell that they're all satanic. And then the Richard guy tried to play psych games. And so his sister, I guess it's his sister Kelly or whatever, she looked just like a female version of him. They look just alike. So now they're coming to stalk, follow, and harass me online on TikTok and YouTube. See, that perp go again with the tapping. The perp next door. So so they wrongfully banned me from Bodacious for the rest of my life, saying that it's for my safety. For my safety and the safety of everybody else. Because Starbricker called up the place, and Hellface Ugly McUgly Michaela, the white girl over there, she wrongfully banned me and then moved way to Chicago. They had somebody who was trying to lie on me and set me up at Cactus Cantina 2021 last year. And she lied on me and wrongfully banned me from there and then moved to somewhere in Alabama. After she lied on me and banned me. Lied on me and said that I ran off without paying. When I paid in coins. And then another time, the manager didn't want to do anything about it when I have so many Cactus Cantina stories, I can't even say it all in this video. Somebody overcharged my debit card and everything. They tried to say, oh, well, she's new. And then the manager didn't even reimburse me or give me my money back or compensate me with a free meal or none of that. I was just forced to lose out on money. So I never leave out of a freaking restaurant without paying. Like I've been falsely accused of. Unless was told that someone paid for your meal. You're good to go. So, yeah, I mean, so they created the noise campaign ever since what happened with the workplace mobbing with my hypersensitive ears and what happened at the job. And if the police said that they saw my videos, then why didn't they arrest the girl who got in my face and was trying to punch? Like, I got video footage of her getting in my face and trying to charge at me and trying to punch on me and stuff. Why didn't the police put her in jail for attempting to assault me? As I said, I was forced to try to take matters into my own hands because the police would not do any defense on my behalf. If the police wanted to do the right thing, then those perps all their cars would have been confiscated or impounded, and they would have been locked up. But Pensacola is racist. I mean, downtown Pensacola is racist. Downtown Pensacola is racist, Masonic, and a whole bunch of racist Masonic sodomites. That's what downtown Pensacola is run by. Rich, racist, Masonic sodomites. I mean, you could tell those police from last night. You could tell those police officers were gay. So I didn't get around to do a video, but I'm gonna say it in this video. I thought about doing a video about if I can have a way to get help to stay in an extended stay hotel and get donations and help enough donations and help to stay in the hotel and have enough for hotel stay and food, and also help with the laptop. And if I can get help with another laptop and get a work at home position while at the extended stay hotel, if I can get Wi-Fi or something if I can get help with a new laptop, and then if I can get a work at home job opportunity at the extended stay hotel, and then get a job a computer job there. While there, and then after our income starts rolling in, then maybe if the help can be stopped, and maybe I can continue working online. But that won't be possible because if I were to be doing a work at home job, then the in-person perks will probably create noise. Wait till I'm scheduled for my shift to start noise campaign. Y'all know how it is. I can't even do that being targeted. So if I had a car, I heard that they will sabotage your car and force you to have to waste more unnecessary money on expenses by them breaking in your car or stopping your car from operating, and you have to keep paying more expenses. Because people were telling me ever since 2019, they were begging me to do it. They were saying, put up a GoFundMe. That was before the TI community all flipped and became perps. They were telling me, put up a GoFundMe and ask for donations for a van to live in. And you gotta keep moving and don't stay in the same spot. Keep moving so that the perps won't set up shop. And so they have some professed targeted individuals that say that the gang stalkers sabotage their work at home business or their work from home business or whatever other business that they have. So they sabotage me trying to make a living from my short stories. If I could have help to stay in a hotel room, extended stay hotel, they say the longer you stay, that's the cheaper it is, So if I were to if I were to do YouTube videos, and with cooking, like, they don't have an oven, so I don't even know if I could be creative and try to do smaller baking dishes, like doing video demonstrations of maybe baking stuff or cooking stuff in a toaster oven or crock pot dishes or instant pot, air fryer, or whatever. Or if I could cook some dishes and do YouTube videos and try to monetize it. But the perps will stop that too, just like they stopped my short stories and telling everybody not to read my short stories or not to read my blogs, while they stalk and read everything and weaponize everything to hurt me. I've been trying to make a living. And so it was probably part of the gang stalking for that manager at that job to treat me like as if I'm that disabled to work that I gotta be manipulated or forced to quit, have no other alternative but to quit if she think I ain't capable. And so she manipulated me into feeling like I'm worthless and not capable of doing the job, or that I'm useless and shouldn't do the job. And then got mad when I decided to quit. When she tried to make it like there's nothing for me. And then she tried to say, well, I was hoping that I could have put you in sales or this or that or whatever. Or that you could have gained some experience. Well, you bullied, harassed, and lectured me and narcissistically demanded that I go get paperwork now and that you didn't have to accommodate me and this and that or whatever. So I just had a rough start of the new year and a rough week. And so I am scared of having no place to exist. I don't know where else to go. And I cannot tolerate or function in cold climates. Don't ask me to come to fucking Wisconsin or Cincinnati, Ohio, or Chicago, Illinois, or New York City. Don't ask me to go to none of those places. Don't ask me to go to Portland, Oregon. Don't ask me to go to Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia. Don't ask me to go to Colorado. And I damn sure don't want to go anywhere west of Louisiana. Don't ask me to go to no fucking Texas. Don't ask me to go to no damn New Mexico. Don't ask me to go to no damn California or Arizona. Don't ask me to go back to South Carolina or to go to North Carolina. Don't ask me to go to Tennessee. But I can't even go to my own fucking hometown. And I wouldn't want to go to Miami. I mean, back to Miami, because I never lived there, but Janet lured me down to Miami. And so I can't go to Miami because I know it's not quiet over there, but it's beautiful because they have natural fruit trees, and plus there's Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, but you don't get no peace and quiet in Miami. And the gang stalking was really bad over there too. You get no peace and quiet in big cities like Miami. So I am so I wish that they would have more supportive people to help me, help me with my fundraiser that I have in the description box. If people can help me with the fundraiser and build up, help me get, it doesn't even have to be a van. It could be a SUV or something to live and work and travel in, and or if I could go and stay on campgrounds, and it would be easier for me to maneuver and move around and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. This is a fucking real life nightmare. And it's the worst that the professed targeted individual community have turned their backs on me and started acting like abusive narcissistic perps. And they also spread the word. Don't tell. I mean, if they try to say don't support Candy, don't help Candy because she's rude and she's an ungrateful scammer. That's what the perps say. But they're the same ones telling me ignore all your stalking activity, and ignore the perps. Just ignore them. So, I'm too pissed and upset to even eat breakfast. So, it's like I don't even want to go down there. I don't even want to go down there. So, so it's like, it seems like as if it's the only option for me to be wrongfully jailed or institutionalized. Where in places like jails and mental institutions, I would be considered fresh meat and fair game to be murdered. People kill in jail all the time. So it seems like many professed targeted individuals caved in and sold out in order, because they believed the lie about lessening the programming. Lessening the targeting. They've made those false promises to me too. And I knew what they were about, and I rejected them. Because if I were to have been fake and sold out, you wouldn't even hear from me. Unless I would be jailed, institutionalized, or dead. Or you wouldn't be seeing me physically exposing what I'm going through. Or you would see me just spewing out a whole bunch of new age trash. Or you would see me intentionally throwing up the same hand signs that they do. They have signs to show, or you will see me bullying and harassing TIs that's still suffering. Or you will see me with way more support and less isolation. If they got signs that you can tell when somebody has sold out. And I haven't. But I'm saying that if I'm not selling out, I'm not joining y'all's cult. Why would I want to join y'all and this is how y'all do me? So if you don't hear from Candy Grandpre, then that means I'm locked up and put away in either jail or the mental institution. Or I'm dead. That I lost my life. And it's not a way to live for people to try to bully you and bully you and bully you in hopes that you will commit suicide. All because of a satanic Illuminati New World Order non-consensual human experimentation and trafficking. So people will say that if you either sold out or if you killed yourself or sold out, then that means you lost. But if they murder you, then you won. If they got to kill you and you still haven't sold out, then you won. You won. And they got blood on their hands. They got blood on their hands while I'm still alive. It shouldn't be so difficult to survive and live peacefully. That people want to do evil. And the police officers from last night, they all need in a couple of nights before, they all need to go to jail too. And that's what they say about the real targets. Oh, look like you're the one that's harassing them. You're the one terrorizing them. When we're exposing what they're doing. And that one of the other videos that my phone ate up the video somehow. I think the police covertly deleted my video. Because that other video, I cannot find it. And it was deleted before it can be uploaded. Or they must have hit my phone with directed energy weapons to make the video disappear, or they hacked into my phone and deleted it and made it disappear. The first altercation with that one guy that was by himself. And then the police think it's legal for them to have the loudspeakers and the different colors under their cars, and then and those are the people that they get the most money. You know, people would rather support that cause than to support a homeless, innocent person trying to live peacefully and just survive. As I said, they want to keep the false narrative that I'm a mentally unhinged, crazy, rude, disrespectful, ungrateful scammer, begging scammer, when they block me from making a living as a blogger, as an author, a short story writer, a novelist. If I would monetize my videos for cooking, they block it. They block me. And they want to keep up the same false narrative that if it's severe, that even the whole TI community hates you and want nothing to do with you. And even other professed targets, they don't like smear campaigns made about them. But the other professed targets, they have betrayed me and turned against me and started bullying me and tell everybody don't donate Candy another penny. And they falsely accused me of faking my targeting or getting paid. And regular perps lie and say this too. Lie and say that I'm a paid actor. I have a bachelor's degree. I don't need to waste my time faking all this. You know, and I'm disabled, and it's like I have the hypersensitive ear hyperacusis, in which I found out that they said that damage to your ear is the reason why, like ear muscle damage or something like that is, and I had a whole bunch of medical experimentation in foster care, and then being forced to take psych meds and all that. Child trafficking. And then you hear about a lot of foster kids being sacrificed. That if we consider throwaway kids, so it's easy to freaking put me in a targeting program. And so even professed targeted individuals, they act like perps, but then they will even throw in my face, tell me what you did to your niece. I know what you did to your twin sister's daughter. How you know? You weren't there? And I already explained the truth about what happened. So I'm being treated like as if I don't have a right to live or exist anywhere. So that's why I felt like, I mean, even though I'm sitting here like wondering, damn, so permanent housing is no better than homelessness being targeted because breaking leases ruin your credit. So if I gotta be forced to move around, so that's why I can't stay anywhere too long because they'll run me out of there. Just like at that motel that I was staying at, they kept trying to use whatever tactics to run me off. Whether idling their loud truck at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, or startling their loud truck, or blasting loud music, or doing noise campaign, or make up a lie to or drive by with one headlight, or beating and banging, or stumping, or fake construction, anything to keep me away. And I've been saying since I was 15 years old that people in society treat me like I don't deserve to live, like I don't have a right to live or exist. They even abuse me to the point of being, freaking suicidal, even in foster care. So how the hell can people tell you just stay strong when you don't even really have any support? And people think that I'm a negative person and they don't want to even hear my cries for help. No, they falsely accuse me of being the drama queen or starting drama, or they make it like they don't want to hear it. Well, you're not a real target if you don't want to hear my struggles, but you handpick whose struggles you want to listen to, or handpick who you want to believe. And the professed targets who you least expect to flip on you and betray you and start acting like a perp. They're the main ones who turn on you. And narcissistic abuse is always a component. Or they act like a bully and try to control you, trying to dictate how you should live, where you should live, try to tell you what to do, and boss you around. But then when you say that, well, if you tell me this, then this triggers me. Oh, I gotta walk on eggshells for you. So, I don't trust anybody talking about they want to connect with me, and then just to get on the phone with me and tell me to ignore your stalkers or the police was right. And then they play a psych game where they want to donate money and then get on the phone with me and then tell me ignore your stalkers or the stalkers were right or you're not being gang stalked. And then after I block them for tricking me and manipulating me, then they make a smear campaign and play like they're the victim and lie on me and say that I took their money and blocked them for no reason, which is not true. So, it's hard to even get help. I mean, every now and then they might have a few people who are generous enough to donate me $25 and say it's for food. But the freaking food costs are going up so much that I mean, three years ago, I used to be able to spend $5 on food, on a whole meal that fill you up. And now they keep raising the prices on everything. What used to be $10 2 years ago is now $17 or $18 now. And like I almost pretty much can't even afford to eat. and and they won't even allow me to make my own money or be self-sufficient. I mean, I've heard of professed targeted individuals who have a car, and if they do DoorDash or Uber Eats, they say that gets sabotaged too. So, and that officer Massey, he looked like he was younger than me, and he tried to intimidate and frighten and bully me last night and make me afraid that he's gonna put his hands on me or shoot me or something, or hit me or shoot me or something. I mean, he wanted to go out of his way to be as abusive and harsh as possible for no reason. He know that they were picking on me, and he was picking on me too. They were pals and buddies with him. And they told whatever lies that they could to pretend that they're the ones who's innocent. As I said, if you watched all those videos, then you would have got that girl who was driving with one headlight with the child in the car. I'm sorry, funny headlights. And they even had those strange headlights last night. Same perps show up. They had funny headlights on that whatever Chevy Tahoe. So why didn't she get ticketed or arrested for having incorrect headlights? So they try anything to make me look like falsely make me look like the perpetrator and them like the victims, while they can fraudulently and illegally get away with the bullying, harassment, torment, and abuse. And I even suffered Tourette's and everything. And so if you see me cursing and going off, that's my freaking Tourette's outburst, and not being able to tolerate or handle. I mean, me having Asperger's and Tourette's and all that coming together. I had 2 strokes when I was 5. And sadistic, narcissistic abusers make it like as if they feel zero sympathy for my disability. And then they falsely accuse me of using it as a crutch, or they falsely accuse me of using it as an excuse, or using it to get over on people. When I'm not even trying to get over or take advantage of nobody. They just plain don't want me to fucking exist or live or survive. For them to tell everybody, don't help her. And I'm disabled. Y'all fucked up. And y'all fake TI perps who betrayed me and doing the same thing. Y'all got the same blood on y'all hands and need to be the same kind of, y'all deserve the same eternal fate as the gang stalkers. And you need to stop playing both sides. And sometimes the fake TI perps will tell you what's up. Like they had a fake TI perp that tried to tell me that the gang stalkers will set you up to go to jail or be mentally institutionalized so that they can torture and beat you into submission and then have you sell out while in jail. Or prison or whatever. Or you end up, if you don't sell out, then I guess you die in prison. And they'll even make it look like a suicide. Well, how do people have freedom to have weapons in prison, but not the mental institution? In the mental institution, all you can have is like the clothes on your back and your bare hands. They won't even let you have a cell phone. They just like homeless shelters. I'm not allowed to have my earbuds and MP3 player. I'm not allowed to have my cell phone. None of that. They won't even, some certain mental institutions, they won't even let you have your Bible. So, they trigger my Tourette's on purpose and get me riled up and cause me to have an Asperger's meltdown. This is cruel, very cruel. And even other black people, that's my own race of people, they want to join in on the oppression and hate and defend other races of people. And then they wait till after you die to pretend to care and then say that we black folks need to come together. Black people ought to be the number one people fighting against anything of the mental health system, not embracing it. Since we were the first and main targets of the beginning of the Nazi mental health system, racism and eugenics, that something's mentally wrong with you all because of your skin color. And then they manipulate you into hating your own self and hating your own kind. I'm glad I was able to undo that programming. But they got people blacker than me who think that they can be prejudiced of me and call me mental and crazy. When y'all sitting there defending the master and the oppressor. When you can be that very much that same doggone victim. And that's what they call it. They got documentaries and books and stuff called Slavery by Another Name. Now you hear about targeting. You don't even have to be black. You can be any race now. And being targeted. And they say it's a modern day Holocaust. And that's what they say. The New World Order will be, and it already is, a worldwide Holocaust. And it's more of a spiritual Holocaust than a physical one. It's not about the color of your skin no more. It's like whether you're down with the New World Order or you're not. And if you're not down with it, then you become a targeted individual. How you going to profess to be Christian and you down with the New World Order?